Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Grit Wrestling Alliance. We have a big card here tonight, including a championship match in our main event, so let's just walk you through the card. Opening, we have Raven versus CM Punk. Raven making his debut here. This is a rivalry that we're going to be building in the next couple of weeks, so keep an eye out for that one. Second, we have the Motor City Machine Guns versus the Hardys. We haven't actually added tag team titles yet, but we're getting there, and that will be coming in the next 2 or 3 shows, so keep your eye out for that too. Next, we have the Great Khali versus Chad Gable. The Great Khali making his debut last week with a very impressive win, hoping to do the same this week. Next, we have the 6-man Battle Royal. Now, the winner of this is going to get a championship match against Brock Lesnar next week, so it's anybody's fight, over the top rope. Anybody could win. And in our main event, AJ Lee versus Cora Jade. Now, this is one that I've been looking forward to for a while. It's something that I've been building towards. Who knows, obviously both of these got the win last week in a tag team match to gain this opportunity at the tag title. I think there's a lot of respect between both of these. So let's get into it and see how everything goes. So Punk, the champion here. This is a non-title match, but Raven is definitely going to be looking to prove a point here that he can hang and that he can possibly go for the hardcore championship further down the line. And I'm really looking to build a feud between both of these. I talked about it in the last episode. I talked about bringing in some of Punk's old rivals to challenge for the title. And Raven was one of the first ones that came into my mind. The people I was thinking was Raven, Jimmy Rave, and Samoa Joe. So we're looking back more towards the Ring of Honor days. Maybe I'll bring in people like Homicide and Eddie Kingston and stuff as well. Just people from the independent scene that have a little bit of a mean streak. But there's a lot that I can do from the position that I'm in right now. How did I lose that? There is a lot that I can do from the position that I'm in right now. CM Punk obviously has a lot of beef with a lot of people, and I'm wanting to try make the most out of that with this title run. I want to. I might have been giving this title here more attention than even the world title at the minute. It's just because I think with Brock Lesnar I can really just establish that title early, like I did in the first show. Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle. That was kind of the big name, big money match that we created for that first show. And even though we had the likes of CM Punk and Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley on the show, they were the 2 names that we really built the card around. And with the hardcore title, I'm really wanting to give it more than just a mid-card title. And I really want that to be my storied title, the title that I can tell stories with, and that I can really make a workhorse title. I was talking about it in previous episodes, possibly making the champion defend it every single week, which I did opt against. But it's still an idea that I have that I'm wanting to continue to really put a lot of time and effort into this, and I don't think I'm going to tap him out with this, so I don't even know I am trying. I'm going to let him out because we have a finish. Then we're going to just try maybe put him to sleep with the GTS. And we got him. Hopefully. Victory for CM Punk. Oh, and Raven attacks the referee. This is, like I said, this is going to be my story title. We're really going to build towards something with this. And yeah, I really enjoyed that match, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where the story goes. Anyway, let's get into the next match. So big tag. I don't even know why I done that. Big tag team match here. Motor City Machine Guns against the Hardys. I didn't really know what to do in terms of tag teams at the minute because I don't have tag team titles, but I'm still wanting to start developing the tag division. The reason why I don't have tag team titles yet is because I'm trying to like establish one title at a time. Even though like I started building the feud towards the hardcore title today, I think this episode is really about it's really about the women's championship in the main event. You know, that's another title that like I'm wanting to put a lot of my time and my effort and my energy into. This is our second television show and like second weekly television show, which is our third show altogether. The first one was a pay-per-view, and Brock Lesnar has only appeared on pay-per-view so far. He hasn't actually showed up to any television events, which is going to change next week, where Brock Lesnar will defend the title against the winner of the Battle Royal, which will probably be in the main event. I could have introduced the tag titles next week, but I think what I'm wanting to do is have those, like, have the inaugural tag champions announced on pay-per-view, which hopefully will be at my next pay-per-view, which, yeah, I'm gonna give everyone a name for it. The name of it is Stretch for Success, and it's essentially our version of the Money in the Bank ladder match. So we are going to be crowning inaugural tag team champions in a fatal 4-way ladder match, which I am going to have qualifiers for in the next 2 weeks. Next week we're going to have one qualifier, and the next match we're going to have another qualifier. And then, like, I was going to make this match a qualifier, but I don't think I am. I think I'm going to wait and give 2 people kind of the right of way, and then let 2 other teams qualify, and then have a fatal 4-way tag team ladder match for the right to become the inaugural tag team champions. And we're going to have that on the very same night that we decide to have we're going to have that on the very same night that we decide to have Pin Her Jeff Hardy. Ooh, broken up. Yeah, but we're gonna have that on the same night that we're gonna have our Stretch for Success ladder match, which, like I said, is our Money in the Bank. I still don't have a winner for it. To be honest, I don't even know who's going to be in it. But I am looking forward. I don't even know what's happening here. I am looking forward to seeing what happens, because there's so much that I can do, and you know, it might be Ken Shamrock, it might be Jon Moxley. CM Punk could enter the match as the hardcore champion and possibly try to become a double champ. I'm not sure what's going to happen yet. It's really still just up in the air. Maybe one of the Hardy Boys will win it. You know, it's really hard to say at the minute. But yeah, like, we're still looking for that big challenger for Brock Lesnar. Obviously, Brock is going to be defending his title next week, which should be fun. But yeah, like, you know, Brock, like, he's off to a great start to his title reign. Obviously, he hasn't had a title defense yet, but in that inaugural match against Kurt Angle, he was very dominant. And you know, obviously, everything with Kurt at the minute, Kurt is trying to get his his numbers back up, as you might say. Like, he's trying to get his wins. Well, sorry if I'm rambling a bit. I kind of concentrating on the match a little bit too, so I don't want to kind of neglect the gameplay to just, you know, continue to talk bullshit. Oh, do not let him get bastard. Yeah, we're not going to pin him with this, but it's worth a try. I was going to say, like, it'd be funny if, like, it was Shelley's first like, moment in the match. We will go for the Swanton Bomb, though. Oh, Sabin will get in to break that up. Slow count, ref. Even if I knock him, yeah. Matt still hasn't been in a match yet. But we're like, I think our tag team division is one of our strong points. There's still so many people in our tag division that like I haven't even used yet. Uh, Obviously, Jeff made his debut last week, losing in a one-on-one match to Kurt Angle. I'm making mistakes left, right, and centre here. uh, but yeah, Jeff made his debut in a one-on-one match last week, losing to Kurt Angle. Like I said, Kurt Angle's trying to get his numbers up, and I'm not really looking to push Jeff as a singles at the minute. If Jeff is going to be doing anything in the next couple of months, it is going to be teaming with his brother Matt. So, ooh. Shelly is on a signature here, so I do need to be careful. Okay, sliced bread. Yep. Okay, we'll kick out at one. He is on a finish now, though, so we do need to be really careful. Go for a little surprise possum pin. Oh, I thought we might have had it there. Yes. Come on, Jeff, get to the top and save him. Or, yeah, he's back up on. No way. Come on, Jeff. This match is going a little bit longer than I would have liked. I didn't think that we'd be going this long. Come on, Jeff. Surely no. Surely. Come on. Surely. Oh, he's gonna break it up. Yeah, like I said, like I wasn't expecting this match to go this long. Maybe now. Ref, come on. Oh my god. I should have known that since I just tried to pin him and I got broke up that wasn't going to work, but I may go back up to the top. He's actually getting back onto his feet. Oh god. Wisp it in the wind. Alright. He's gonna kick out. Oh, eventually. Well, that went longer than it probably should have, but Hardy's win. A strange celebration, but Hardy's get the win, and yeah, good sign for the tag team division going forward. Like I said, next pay-per-view we're going to have that ladder match, so really looking forward to that. But let's get into the next match. This is match number 3 for the day now. It's Great Khali versus Chad Gable. I've been having fun playing as Great Khali lately. He's a guy that my brother decided to pick out for this save, and like I've actually been enjoying playing as him. He's like a fun guy to play as. But yeah, like he's another guy that I'd like to see him challenging Brock Lesnar soon. I was really thinking of putting him in the Battle Royal, but I don't want him to face Lesnar yet, and I don't want him to be like easily eliminated from the Battle Royal. So like I came up with the idea that I'd keep him for another time, and I'd put him in this match here with Gable. Not that this would be like an easy win for him or nothing, but like I kind of just wanted to give him another victory, continuing on from last week. Sort of carrying momentum, if that makes sense. Great Khali doesn't need a title match right now, but I think down the line I can really build a feud and really build a story out of like I can really build a story out of Khali and Lesnar. And yeah, like I'm really wanting to use Chad Gable as well. It's just he's been unlucky so far because he's been a little bit of a jobber for me. He's after losing. This is his third. He's getting on my shows. This is the third show in a row that he's on, and it's looking likely that he's gonna lose for the third time in a row, which is unfortunate. Like I do like Chad Gable and I do want to use him, but I kind of I have my own ideas at the minute, and going forward, like I'd like to see Chad Gable turn into like extreme Chad Gable or some kind of, you know, like a gimmicked up Chad Gable of you know, sort of like an Extreme Rules sort of Chad Gable. I went too much, but yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Uh, yeah, like I would like to have him feud with Punk at some stage, or even if you know Punk has lost the title by the time I'm ready to push Gable, I could put Gable into. Oh God, that just looks strange. Oh shoot. Uh, Alright, that was a little bit easier than I thought, but Gable is on a finish here, so we do need to be careful. Okay, here it is. No. Yep. Oh. We're still in it for the minute, but this would be a major... Alright, ankle lock. Alright, that would have been a major upset. We are letting Chad Gable get back into it a little bit though, so that is it's a little bit worrying. Oh God. Yep. Feels like we're just making mistakes every time that we go out of our way to try. Alright, the braces are coming down. Yeah, every time we're going out of our way to make sure that we're really just pushing forward and making this better, it feels like we're taking like one step forward, two steps back. Alright, he has the ankle lock back. Oh, we're actually gonna lose. Yeah, I had to use the resilience there. That was so close to being over. It's actually not even funny. I look, as you can see in the bottom left of the screen, our legs are red. Like we were probably 2 or 3 taps away from, you know, tapping out there. That was one of the closest. Like I think this has been probably one of the best matches of the save so far, and that's saying something. Uh, we are going to go for the vice grips though. Okay, we did end it. Or that was a little bit more uncomfortable than I would have liked. Cali wins again though, and you know, it wasn't a dominant display. Like, to be honest, I'd like to run that back again. And if I do run it back, I might be Gable the next time. That was intense. I'm actually sweating in that. No, it was a good game though. You know, he was so close to tapping me out there, but luckily I ended up using that resilience and getting the victory. So can't be disappointed. Anyway, into the battle royal. So we are off here in this battle royal. Anybody could win this one. You know, I'm playing as Bryan Danielson, and I will be trying to win with Bryan Danielson. But the reason why I put all these men here in the match is because I'd like to see any of these men here against Brock Lesnar next week. We're not off to a great start, and Moxley is kind of all over us at the minute. 2 members of the former Blackpool Combat Club. Yeah, no, I am really interested in seeing who wins this though, and who is going to be going on to face Brock Lesnar next week. Obviously, Brock hasn't been seen since Bloodbath, which was a great pay-per-view. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. You know, Brock Lesnar fought Kurt Angle in the main event. It was a great start to the promotion. But yeah, we're really looking forward now rather than back, and you know, I have so much more planned, and you know, like I said, we have a pay-per-view coming up in about 2 or 3 weeks time. There's a few bits and pieces as well that I'm looking to touch up on. You know, I will be creating new arenas soon and new rings, and it's mainly just I was trying to knock Abyss off the apron there, but I just couldn't get at him. Shamrock and Danielson is actually a dream match. I never really thought of it before. I think Suzuki fought Danielson on Dynamite once. Like, that's another kind of it. We're actually probably going to go out here. No, we're not. I thought Tommy Dreamer had just eliminated us. It's funny how no one's been eliminated yet. Like, I thought, like, a lot of the matches that I've made today have been going on a lot longer than I would have liked. Oh, and Tommy Dreamer's out. We got the first elimination of the day. Alright, Suzuki just took our head off. Yeah, but we're really starting to build on something, and you know, we have 3 active titles now. Obviously, the women's title being defended for the first time tonight. I'm just trying to get Suzuki out. Oh, and that happens. Yeah, but the women's title being defended for the first time tonight. The hardcore title obviously making its appearance last week with CM Punk, and obviously now we have that feud between CM Punk and Raven. We are on the apron here. It's looking risky. I thought Moxley was going to come over and try it. Moxley's kind of just standing there. Yeah, that would have been unfortunate if Moxley would have came over and just kicked us off the apron there. There's Abyss. Abyss is kind of like the monster of this match, I think. Like, I think he's going to be the hardest to try get out. Like, I think it might have been a mistake picking the smallest person in the match to try be. But you know, we're really looking promising at the minute in terms of our main event scene. We are going to be signing more people. Obviously, Raven made his debut today, and like, that's a new guy that we decided to pick up and sign. But like, as well, we're definitely going to be looking into... Oh, Abyss just splashed us. We're definitely going to be looking into signing kind of more main event talent. This is going to be very kind of quick paced, so like, we're probably going to be getting like a video a night. Like, you know, this is 3 nights in a row now we're after posting. So yeah, like, we're definitely going to be getting through this very quickly. So there's going to be a lot of changes very quickly and very soon. You know, like, I think that like in the game, obviously there's going to be like longer title reigns and stuff like that. But in terms of actually real life time, you know, you could have, you know, 2 weeks of a title reign, but that could be, you know, no, 20 weeks in terms of, you know, real, like, in-game time. So we are going to look to do bits and pieces at a time. Like, I don't know how long Lesnar's going to hold the belt. I have absolutely no interest in taking it off him at the minute, unless I find somebody who, you know, really does, who I really get behind playing. Like, at the minute, the guy that I'm enjoying playing as the most is the Great Khali. Obviously there's other guys as well that, like, over the past week or two, like, I'm after enjoying playing as, but Great Khali is the guy at the minute. I'm not saying that, you know, he's going to be the guy that's going to take the belt off of he's going to be the guy that's going to take the belt off of Lesnar, but he is very likely going to be a guy that I do use a lot going forward. I was literally trying to do my signature there, it just wouldn't let me. Can I kind of help him here? Alright, it's us and the monster of the match, Abyss, left. Going with a bit of a neck breaker. Is the finisher like a, what's the signature, maybe pile driver? Yeah, pile driver. Does he do like a label lock for his finish, or is it like the buzz cycle knee? If I go to the corner, maybe. Yeah, buzz cycle knee. Yep, here it is. Danielson calling for it. Buzz cycle knee. We're going to try get him out quickly now, because while he's stunned, it'll be a lot easier to try get him out. Yep, and we win. Bryan Danielson will be fighting Brock Lesnar next week. No, it's going to be an interesting title match. You know, will Bryan Danielson be able to conquer the beast? I'm really happy with the result of that, though. There was points where I didn't think I was going to win it, and it was another match that went on a little bit longer than I would have liked, but another match down. Let's get into our main event. Here we go. Who will be the first ever Great Wrestling Alliance Women's Champion? This is another match that I've been looking for a while, and I think, honestly, I'm after making a beautiful belt here. I'm really looking forward to playing this, like, and just carrying this women's division forward. Obviously, AJ and Cora being the two early people to fight for this belt now. Yeah, it's another thing where, like, I'm planning on AJ winning the belt, but after that, I don't have any idea who's going to face AJ for it. You know, I might do something like, I don't know, Punk, where, you know, bring back someone from their past. Like, I think Saraya, or Paige, as she was known as in the WWE, I think that might be a fun thing to do. I also think Nikki Bella would be fun, even though, like, I don't really think Nikki Bella suits what I'm going for right now in terms of my promotion. Like, I try to kind of, like, I'm trying to stay away from, like, the really sports entertaining kind of people. Like, even though, like, I do have people like Chad Gable, who kind of plays outlandish gimmicks at times and plays these over the top characters, at the same time he's an insanely good technical wrestler. And I think it's the same thing with Cora Jade. Like, I think if she was built for a wrestling promotion, it'd be the WWE. But I also think she has enough talent to carry her over in the ring that, you know, she could compete in, like, an AEW women's roster, or with a Ring of Honor, or she could go to Japan with, you know, Stardom, or she could compete in all these different rosters around the world. And it's been the very same with AJ Lee and with Saraya, or, you know, Paige as she was known. Like, even though, like, they can play these, you know, WWE style sports entertainment characters, I still believe that, you know, if you were to throw them into a Stardom ring or into an AEW ring, where sometimes it's more, you know, technical based, you know. One person as well I've been really thinking of bringing in, she's my favourite women's wrestler, Serena Deeb. It's someone that I've been looking at bringing in because, like, I think she perfectly fits what this promotion is. Probably a little bit more than, like, a lot of the people that I currently have. Like, I like the idea of bringing in Serena Deeb. I like the idea of bringing in Deonna Purrazzo. One of the guys I'm thinking of bringing in for our men's division is Jonathan Gresham. You know, it's just more overly technical people that, you know, I can have come in. And we have the Hardcore Championship as our main men's title at the minute, but I am thinking of bringing in a submission only title. Like, I think I talked about it before, bringing in, like, a Ring of Honor Pure Championship, but I think bringing in something like an only submission title for like a mid-card men's title. And it doesn't have to be only mid-card men. Like, I'd like to see someone like Kurt Angle holding it, and then maybe people like Chad Gable challenging for it, and Jonathan Gresham challenging for it, and, you know, even guys like, I'd like to bring in someone like Hechicero. I know a lot of people might know who he is, but other guys like Angelico from AEW, guys like Daniel Garcia from AEW, and Wheeler Yuta, and Katsuyori Shibata. Shibata's actually a guy that I really like, and that I more than likely will bring in at some stage. there's just a lot of people that, oh, over the top there by AJ. Could be blocking the Black Widow here, try take the title early. AJ could have it here, and AJ is the first ever inaugural women's champion. Great Wrestling is on fire here at the minute, and it's must-watch television, or YouTube, or whatever you like to call it. But AJ does pick up the win. First ever women's champ. And like I said, going forward, who knows what's in AJ's future, you know. Saraya may come back. You know, we could do something with Nikki Bella. Like I said, even though she doesn't fit the system, I think it'd be an interesting story to tell. Serena Deeb, who knows? I think that would be a dream match for me anyway. AJ Lee versus Serena Deeb. Deonna Purrazzo, that's another dream match, I think. But AJ Lee is the women's champion. And that's it for episode 3. Thanks for watching. Tune in for the next one.